As you listen to these words, you might wonder, when exactly did the shift begin? Was it moments ago? Or perhaps it started the moment you decided to listen to this. Or maybe, just maybe, it's been happening all along, waiting for you to notice. Because you know, don't you? Somewhere deep inside, you've always known that change, it isn't something that happens to you. It's something you create. Like an artist with a blank canvas. Like a composer with a silent melody, just waiting to be played. Like a dancer stepping onto the floor, not knowing the exact moves, but trusting that the rhythm will guide the way. And as you begin to feel that realization sinking in, a new thought begins to form. What if you were never actually stuck? What if that old idea, that belief that held you back, was simply a story that once served you, but has now reached its final chapter? And with every breath you take, a new story is being written. A story where you take back your power. A story where your worth is not defined by the world, but by the unstoppable force inside you. Because something interesting happens when you decide. When you truly decide that enough is enough. When you decide to dream bigger. To take the leap, to move, to reach, to speak, to act. And as you think about that now, I wonder, what would it feel like to already be living that version of you? That you who moves with purpose, who smiles with confidence, who steps into every room, knowing, absolutely knowing that you belong. And the most fascinating thing, the moment you truly see it, your mind begins to align with it. Your body responds. A small action, a big step, a shift in energy, a new decision. And with each step forward, life responds to you. Because it was never about waiting. It was never about hoping. It was always about choosing. And you're choosing now, aren't you? Because life is meeting you at the level of your movement, at the level of your decisions, at the level of your belief. And you, right now, you're stepping into something greater, aren't you? And as you find yourself hearing these words, something fascinating is happening, isn't it? A shift, a subtle yet undeniable shift, like the way the tide moves in and out, like the way the seasons change without asking for permission. Because transformation, real, deep, lasting transformation, it isn't something you wait for, it's something you step into. And perhaps you've already begun to notice how the old patterns, the old limits, the old stories that once felt so real, they're starting to lose their grip. Because you're beginning to see, feel, know that they were never chains at all, were they? Just echoes of the past that no longer define you. And as those echoes fade, a new sound emerges, a new rhythm, a new beat, the beat of possibility, the beat of action, the beat of a life that you're creating with every single thought, every single movement, every single choice. And you can feel it, can't you? The energy shifting inside, the realization settling in, that waiting for something outside of you to change. It's nothing more than a game that you've outgrown. Because you don't wait anymore, you create, you move, you decide. And with every decision, with every step, life rises to meet you in ways you never expected. Because this is what power truly is. Not control over the outside world, but mastery over your own choices, over your own beliefs, over the way you show up again and again, knowing that every challenge is simply another doorway just waiting to be opened. As you stand before that doorway now, you might wonder, what's on the other side? Success, freedom, confidence, life you've always imagined, or perhaps something even greater, something you haven't yet fully dreamed of, but that is already calling to you, pulling you forward, guiding you towards more. And isn't it interesting how the more you step into this, the more natural it feels, like remembering something you've always known, like returning home to a part of yourself that was never lost, only waiting to be claimed. Because this power, this ability to dream bigger, to move more, to take risks, to leap boldly into the unknown. It was always yours, wasn't it? And the moment you recognise that, truly recognise it, everything shifts. You speak with more certainty. You walk with more confidence. You reach higher, push further, expand into spaces that you thought were out of reach. And with every action you take, something beautiful happens. You become undeniable, unstoppable, unshakable. And as you step forward now, as you embrace this, as you move with this energy fully alive inside you, you already know this is just the beginning.